Okay, that was weird. Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to the O1 channel. Tonight's Ultimate Select stream is brought to you by James Trigg, and this is X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Your bones will be coated in adamantium. When we're done, you'll be able to withstand anything, even crazy. Where did you find him, Murderous Box? More important to me than his wife. Don't even think about that. Stand down, Captain. My brother, my responsibility. At my command. The operation was a success, but he can't be trusted. We have his DNA for Weapon 11. Terminate him.
Classic. How many times is Hugh Jackman gonna pop out of that that tank? I know I'm a DC guy, but what is your most hyped up MCU thing out of all the MCU announcements today? Well, considering that MCU actually does stuff to please their fans, even their obscure ones, let's see what we're working with. My phone is kind of freezing here. DC stands for Disappointing Comics, let's see. That's not it. Oh, that was a house I was looking at. MCU, one sec. Gotta load up my phone. Not going to IGN. All 12. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantanium, February. Okay. Secret Invasion, spring. That's a Disney Plus show, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. Probably that. The Marvels, no. Blade, maybe. Ironheart, no. Daredevil, Born Again. Interesting. Captain America, New World Order. Probably. Thunderbolts? Don't know. So, let's see. Out of this list, I would probably see Ant-Man, Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy, Blade, Daredevil, and Captain America. Maybe. Maybe Daredevil and Captain America. I don't know. We'll see. But I like the Ant-Man movies. They're funny. Okay. Normal difficulty's fine. And this game should work fine because it's brand new. I've never opened this. I reviewed this game for a company I worked for, and I had to send the review copy back. And then I bought this game when it was on sale for $19, and it's never been opened. So tonight was the first time I opened it, so better work. I'm on the fence with what MCU is doing with the X-Men. I think the Mutants is a stupid name.
I'm the best there is at what I do. At least the people still living after I'm done doing will say that.
We can talk about the Henry Cavill thing if you want. I don't mind. Some people are telling me, you're going to delete this video? It's like, no, I covered my bases in the video. I said that he was filming The Witcher, so there'd be no way he could go down. If he was there, it would have been in a video. But the troubling thing with all of this... Hi. Oh, snap. Hi there. Stab, 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 stab. So much blood! You better do it again. I mean, I appreciate how he double-checked to make sure. You should have aimed for the head. I remember there were costumes in this too, but I don't remember how to unlock them. You're fine, you'll heal. You're fine.
Everyone calls me Wolverine.
What now, Logan? Beautiful shot. Hard to believe this game is from 2009, isn't it? Oh! Ho, ho, ho! Ah! Wow. Yeah, the Wii and PS2 versions of the game is hilarious. The PS3 version is superior. Oh yeah.
Nervous, Pete? You smell nervous. Better than how you smell, that's for sure. Drop zone coming up.
Yep, this was the same people that did X-Men Legends. And, yep, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And I'm free falling. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Hi there! Thanks for, helping my landing there. I'm just gonna heal real quick. Rah! Oh dang! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You're not gonna heal, bub. Block with. Oh, what? Oh, that's my block. Eh, who cares? What do you think you were gonna do with those swords, guy? Seem to be missing some legs there. Rah! This is what Weapon X looks like. Yes, you are allowed to request M-rated games on the O1 channel to have your ultimate. So if you're an ultimate on the Let's Play channel, because that's the only channel where we can have tiers past $5, because YouTube is sus. Then you can request M-rated games. But yeah, let's talk about the whole Henry Cavill thing. The thing that concerns me the most about this is it just shows that basically Warner Discovery is no different than Warner Media. Even though they yeeted a bunch of troublemakers at Warner Media, they still are going to put the focus on Batgirl and Supergirl. And by The Rock saying, I don't know if you saw when he was booed today, his panel was doing really well until someone brought up, who's going to be playing Superman in your movie? And he says, well, we don't know who, Superman will be. He got booed at his own thing. And, I like how he handled the booing. Like, he kind of shrugged it off and he smiled at the audience. The guy has a lot of showmanship. I have a lot of respect for The Rock. The Rock is an entertainer at his core. The man is incredible. It's one of the reasons why I've been such a fan of just about every movie he's ever done. Because he's such a cool guy. How do I lunge? Oh, dang! Sweet! My gosh, the last time I played this game was 2009. This game still looks fantastic. Holy cow. Is he healing? If I stand here, is he going to be all healed? Or is that later? I mean, most of his, big impact wounds are gone. That's incredible. Yeah, so The Rock is a cool guy. He's friends with Henry Cavill. He said a nice thing about Henry today. He said, and it was either an interview with IGN or some publication. He said that Henry Cavill was his Superman because, it's his generation's Superman. Which is kind of weird to say that because The Rock is way older than me. His Superman would have been Christopher Reeve. Just like Christopher Reeve was my Superman of my generation, basically. Superman of people's generation, Henry Cavill, would be somebody born, like, you know, around the time Henry Cavill was Superman in either Man of Steel or Justice League, BVS, thing like that. That's when that term applies. Because The Rock was around when Christopher Reeves was Superman. I was born when Christopher Reeve was still Superman. Just like technically the Batman of my generation would be Michael Keaton, if you really think about it. He's from my early years. But still, I like what he said. You know, he has people pulling for Henry. Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're doing with Superman. The CEO of Warner Discovery is a big Superman fan and is very mad at them for not doing anything with Superman. But it also goes back to what they said last year before, you know, they got in charge of Warner Media and yeeted a bunch of people. They said that they were going to sit back and they were going to watch how Warner Media and some executives handled the films and the comics like their first year in power. And then they'll start appointing people to take over and do stuff. Like, and that's troubling because that means we're going to have another year of garbage. Garbage comics, garbage movies. The Rock's movie and Zachary Levi's movie look great, but, you know, we're going to still see Warner Media stuff until probably 2024. DC Comics they have no idea what they're doing. I watched their panel. They announced like 7 new Batman comics. They're probably going to permadeath Superman and replace him with John, because they're doing the whole Infinite Crisis thing again. That's how Dark Crisis is working. And they said at the panel, did you guys see that? They're like, Crisis on Infinite Earths sequel is Dark Crisis. And then they said that there's going to be a Justice Leaguer that's permanently going to die. And it's like, okay. So, I mean, the person most likely they're going to kill off permanently would be Clark Kent. And the reason, because they have Jonathan, and Jonathan checks off all the boxes for them. Also, it helps them out because Jonathan Kent was not created by the original authors of Superman when Superman was first created. So they don't have to give royalties to any of the family members of the creators of Superman, because technically John Kent is a creation of DC Comics, not the Superman creators. So if I was a betting man, I would say that they're going to kill off Superman, the real Superman, and have his son replace them, because basically his son is, you know, he's one of the Twitter people. But no matter what happens with that, you have to understand is you have another year of craziness, because Warner Discovery is just going to sit back and watch how they run things, and then they're going to appoint their own people to do stuff. So people thinking that the comic books are going to change anytime soon and the movies are going to change, no. You got at least until the end of 2023. It's going to be a very interesting next couple years. Unless things go really bad, if the Shazam movie bombs and all that other stuff, then I'm sure Warner Discovery will come in real quickly, but all depends. They stopped some things from happening, but they also let other things continue. The terrible Powerpuff Girls reboot, the live-action show is still coming, even though everybody has said it's stupid. They got rid of the kind of terrible Wonder Twins movie, but they still allowed one of the other movies they're working at. Blue Beetle is going to be good. The Batgirl movie is going to be so-so. You know? We don't know what's going on with the Quixotes project because Warner Discovery is very angry at, what's his name? J.J. Abrams. Because J.J. Abrams is still sitting on so many properties. It could be, too, that's why they didn't announce, like, a big thing like the MCU with their phases, is because they don't know what they're doing with their movies because it's all tied up legally. You have to read the original deal that J.J. Abrams had with Warner Media. He has 6 properties that are licensed to his film company. Justice League Dark, Superman. I believe he has Zatanna, because they're part of Justice League Dark, so Zatanna was supposed to get her own movie, so that's 3. And then Swamp Thing was the other one. And he had... It wasn't Cyborg. What was the other movie? I don't think it was Dr. Fate, because Dr. Fate appeared in... the Justice Society's going to have a big role going forward with the Rox Film Company. Can't remember the other properties. Wasn't Supergirl. Might have... Oh, no, it wasn't Blue Beetle, because they made the Jaime Blue Beetle movie. Wasn't Booster Gold. My gosh, what was the name of that movie? Superman, Justice League Dark, Zatanna. Wasn't Vixen. Wasn't The Flash. Wasn't Green Lantern. Wasn't Aquaman. Was it Martian Manhunter? No. Nobody knows what they're doing with Martian Manhunter. My gosh! It probably was some mystic character. I don't know. Okay, that is sick. This game is so awesome still! Holy crap! I'd have to look into the original deal. I know it's 6 movies, but I can't remember the characters other than Zatanna, Justice League Dark, and Superman. It's probably a really important character too, and it's going to drive me crazy, but I'm not... I might end up randomly blurting out the other 2 characters at the end of the stream, because that's how ADD works. Also, I'm kind of surprised I'm this, like, responsive at 2 in the morning. It's kind of amazing. I'll turn off feral stuff now. Oh my gosh, this game is fun. Good job, James Trigg. I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know how loud the game is. Somebody shooting me with bullets. Don't shoot me with bullets. That's not nice. Ugh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, if you're a DC fan, I would just say, you know, buckle in. It's going to be a crazy next couple years, but, you know, provided how badly DC screws things up, I think the first people that are going to get the restructuring will be DC Comics, like in 6 months, because Dark Crisis is already a failure. The books that they have planned to come out are all Batman books. Punchline, Tim Drake book, which, I don't know, the most devastating thing with Tim Drake that I don't like is DC is making it all about his sexuality now that he dates dudes, which is super annoying because it's always been about Tim Drake's brain, but the only reason he got a new comic is because he's gay now. That's it. And that, even the focus... Have you guys read the Young Justice book that came out for Dark Crisis? It sucks. Tim gets triggered because Batman says something to him. Like... and he just... They make that the focal point of all Tim's character now. And that's the problem I have when they basically change a character's identity, is that becomes their whole thing. There was so much more to Tim Drake than that, and now he's just another check mark. So it's like it's another boring comic. You know? If they really wanted to do something with that, they should involve somebody like Midnighter or something like that. That's a character they don't really do much with. So, but nope. That's the annoying thing. So, let's see. Batgirl, Oracle is going to get some type of sidekick now. I don't know who that's going to be. I don't really care. The Nightwing and Batgirl relationship is progressing, but, I mean, it's already been like that before. So, I don't know. It's not really all that different. Some of this stuff was, like, big changes 20 years ago. Like, the Nightwing and Batgirl relationship was a big deal during the Chuck Dixon and Devin Grayson run, and they found a way of screwing it up. So, I mean, it's cute, it's fun, whatever. I think they work really well together and, you know, whatever, but I don't think DC is going to keep that as the norm. The only way I'll change my stance on the whole Batgirl and Nightwing thing is if they actually allow them to get married or Batgirl gets pregnant. And they'll never do that because they'll never hear the end of it from the feminazis. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Did they announce... Oh, yeah, there's a Static Shock book coming out, so that's good. There's a Milestone Universe documentary coming out. That's going to be on HBO Max. And supposedly this year is supposed to be when the big collection of the Milestone Universe is supposed to come out. Was there anything else of interest? Oh, Joker's getting his own miniseries. So there's another Batman book. So Tim Drake, Joker, Punchline, Batman has a new book with Bruce Wayne. Batgirl has stuff going on. Nightwing has stuff going on. Didn't they announce like some type of Robin miniseries or something too with Damian? I don't remember. I don't really care anymore. The books are just boring. I want a refund for the 3 Dark Crisis books I have. 4 counting the Young Justice one. Did you guys read the articles too by the Young Justice people that they said? Like, people were like, oh my gosh, the 90s comics were so bad. And it's like, and the one thing that all their articles was on was Nightmare Batman saying that thing to Tim Drake. That's the, and I kid you not, there were 6 or 7 articles on just that talking point alone. I'm just like, my gosh, people, grow up. It's the one thing you're going to focus on that was bad about the book, not the terrible writing, not the mischaracterization of some of the characters. You're just going to focus on the thing that Batman said to Tim. Jeez. So yeah, there's a reason why I don't really cover DC Comics anymore. It's just too far gone for me to care. When they all, you know, end up losing their jobs or whatever, and they bring in new people, and they kind of like purge the industry of like all the cancer, I'll focus on DC books again, probably, but not the next year or so. It's going to be crazy. Which is weird because David says he doesn't want to lose money. He's going to lose a lot of money. People are already dropping the Dark Crisis books like crazy. And they're not even done with it now. Dark Crisis is going to go all the way through November. And people are just getting sick of it already. That's not good. You know what I mean? Like, at least people were kind of like halfway in for the Heroes in Crisis thing, and then they dumped the book and all that other stuff like near the end with the Wally West stuff. But there are so many people I know that are already dropping the book. They're just like, Dark Crisis is one of the worst things I've ever read. And this was supposed to be like a massive generational thing with all the legacies and things like that. And it's like, I don't want to become a DC hater, so I just kind of want to focus on like a lot of the older comics that they're releasing a bunch of popular Superman and Batman stories. Not for the first time, but they're reissuing them. So there's a lot of like Bronze Age stuff that's coming out for Neil Adams, Dennis O'Neil. They're going to try to put a collection together for some of the Batman authors and people who passed away this year, which is sad. But also you will get the opportunity of getting some of these fantastic stories again, which some of them are really hard to find, but I wish it was under happier circumstances, you know? But it is what it is. To Wolverine, to quote like some, or use a Wolverine as an example, Hollywood is very corrupt, and they have their claws in the comic book and the movie industry, like, heavily, so the only way that they're going to change their stripe is if they basically, I wouldn't say go bankrupt, but they would have to do a lot to tick off David, and he still hasn't fired everybody. So, in order for them to do that, they're going to have to take a major bath, and they will after Dark Crisis. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just such a boring book. John is always going, woe is me, can I really lead this Justice League team? Black Adam got all like preachy against Nightwing, saying Nightwing was like, oh, I thought you were the one to lead all the Justice League, but you kind of suck. So I, Black Adam, because my new movie is coming out, I will be the leader of the Justice League. And we're not going to have a Justice League, we're going to have a Justice League army. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's just all so predictable at this point. You know? At this point, I've just rebranded DC in my mind as Disappointment Comics. And if I look at it that way, I won't be disappointed. It's just like, oh, that DC. You know what I mean? But I want to change gears a little bit, talk about some of the things about Marvel I don't like. I think the mutants thing is stupid. I think that what was the whole reason for buying their brand of the X-Men if they were going to rebrand it because the term X-Men is problematic? I mean, you have to be an utter moron to get offended. Ooh, yay! You found Classic Wolverine. 1 of 2. Find them all to unlock. So I have to find all 2 of them? I don't care about skills. I want costumes. Game tips, statistics, return, helicopter, options? No, that's not it. Is this one of... Was this the game where you actually had to go on the title screen to change the character skins? Upgrade Wolverine's Fury of Claws. Yeah, sure. Oh, I can't yet. Upgrade costs 2, total is 0. So I can't even do that yet. I have to wait. People getting up and bent out over shape about Magneto's look in the X-Men, like, 97 show. Like, they're saying, like, weird things about Magneto's costume, not realizing that his costume is actually from the 80s. It comes from a comic book where Magneto was living on an island, right? And he's minding his own business, and he gets attacked by the humans with a nuclear submarine or something. So Magneto basically wipes everybody out that attacked his island, and he's put on trial, and then Charles Xavier, after the trial or something, he basically tells Magneto, you know what, you're going to run the X-Men for a while, and this will make you a better person. And Magneto has, like, that really weird outfit that you see, where he's wearing all purple with the giant M on his thing, and he kind of looks like a really bad cosplayer. So, I mean, people are saying, oh, they're ruining X-Men 97 with Magneto's look, but Magneto's look is actually from the comics. It wasn't in there very long, but he did have that look for a while. You know, it was a very stupid costume. If I was thinking they'd give him, like, a cooler look than that, but no. But, I mean, at the same time, the X-Men 97, you have to look who's attached to the project to know what the show is going to be about. They don't know how to make a period show. They always interject modern stuff into it, and the Caped Crusader is going to do the same thing. They're not talking about it because they don't want people to start making YouTube videos and, you know, doing all this stuff that the show is going to be woke or whatever. But, I mean, you just have to look at the clues of what Matt Reeves and Bruce Timm and J.J. Abrams said about the Caped Crusader. It's going to have, like, some period stuff, but they want to add a lot of modern spin to it because they feel that it's very important. So, you know, that's what they're going to do. You can't change it. The only way you can fix something like that is it has to fail. That's it. Because the only way people are going to learn is when they don't make a profit off of it. So, if you support that stuff, then they'll continue to make it. If you don't support it, then, you know, bye-bye. That's just how it works. Oh, that's right. I have to climb up on something. So, I have to go over here. Nope. Oh, okay. I had to do it from this room. Jump up here and grab onto this. There we go. And then shimmy. No, you're supposed to shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy! Stay. Shimmy. There you go. Thank you, Logan. Talking about the weirdest stuff while slicing people in half, all violent-like. What happened here, buddy? He got diced and sliced. Oh, that's right! We pushed the rocks on them and flattened them. Ooh! And then one guy's like, I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh! Oh my gosh!
This is Logan checking in. Logan, still alive after
Wow.
why am I not surprised? I'm at the site now, sir. The pilot's here, but he's dead. There's no sign of the rest of the team. They parachuted out but got scattered. How's Victor, sir? Your brother's fine. Rendezvous with him at a temple north of your position. You two will rig that area with the C4 he's carrying. Roger. Goes for 1 out.
Can we just appreciate the fact that Hugh Jackman actually did the voice of his character? You know, I really respect that Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and some of these other people, you know, actually did. Christian Bale. When it came to their movie license games, they actually stepped up and they didn't get an impersonator like Robert Downey Jr. in the Iron Man game. Nah, they did it. That, to me, that gets props. You know what I mean? I respect that. They really do like their fans. And they really like the characters that they play. That, to me, is pretty dope. Yep, Chris Evans also did the Captain America game. Whoops. I messed up. I was supposed to run faster or something. Let me do that again. Get off Farrell. Get off Farrell. Okay. Wait, what? How do I run faster? Nope. Okay, what do you want me to press again? I didn't see the prompt. What are you saying? You want me to do what? No, that brings out my claws. Put those away. Wait, are those bone claws? Ugh! Those are his bone claws doing all that damage. Holy crap. This is before the Weapon X program. Okay, there we go. Wow, I thought he had his adamantium right now, so this is prior. This is what, Vietnam? 1980s? Wow. That's crazy. I thought I had my adamantium by now. Wasn't I supposed to? I don't remember this game. It was so long ago. Ow. Whack, whack, whack. Oh. Oh! Literally on fire and impaled. Ow. Oh, I died. I lost my head. Whoops. Oh, this is the task force section. So yeah, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, DC's going to continue to disappoint for a couple years. And maybe they'll get better, maybe they won't. You know? Support the stuff you like. Don't support the stuff you don't like. Don't... A lot of these comic pros that you don't like and you think their books are garbage, don't buy it. You know? They're never going to change who they are. They don't know how to write. They're only there to fulfill an agenda. That's all they do. Every single one of their comic books is the same thing. Think about it for a second, okay? How many years did Tim Drake go being on the sideline? And then all of a sudden, he comes out and he dates guys and he gets his own comic book. Do you know how long it's been since Tim Drake had his own comic book? Almost 15 years. And all the times that they tried to kill him off, they'll never kill him off again. And the reason why is they can't. You can't kill off somebody like that. You'd never hear the end of it. So, Tim Drake has immunity. Forever now. Which, in a way, is kind of smart. But at the same time, his character is going to be tokenized. Completely. Case in point, all his comics now focus on him and Bernard. Even when he was with Stephanie, that wasn't even the focus of all the books. There was like a handful of issues where they actually went on a date or something like that in the Chuck Dixon run. It was about Tim dealing with different characters like Ulysses Grant and the General and Anarchy and all these other characters. And Steph was kind of like super important to the comics, but that wasn't the whole thing of the Robin books. Go back and read the Chuck Dixon Robin books. There's a couple, you know, cute things where they went on dates in the movie theater every once in a while, where Robin dealt with the pregnancy of a friend of his and Stephanie's pregnancy and stuff like that. But it wasn't the entire aspect of his character being straight. Now that he's gay, that's his entire thing. It's sad, but, I mean, we knew it was going to happen. If that happens to Batman, that's all Batman will be. So, I mean, you know, these writers are a creature of habit. That's what they do. It's sad, but, I mean, what can you do? You can complain about it, I guess, or just don't support them. There's other things you can do, other superheroes, you know? Nightwing stuff is actually really good right now, but, I mean, how long is that going to last? I'm surprised they actually haven't killed off Nightwing yet during Dark Crisis, but they're probably just going to get rid of Superman. That'd be my bet. I would place money, but I don't know. It's just sad. Dun, 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 dun. But I was talking about X-Men before. X-Men 97, I actually had to unfollow some people not fans, but X-Men 97 people, like the folks behind it, they've got a lot of people fooled thinking that it is going to be a continuation of, you know, the X-Men that you love from the 90s. But again, it's not hard to follow the rabbit hole. You just have to go to some of these people's Twitter who are involved with the show, and it's the same thing. It's the same people every time. You know? They make fun of the same stuff. They say the same stuff. They retweet the same things. They talk about the same issues over and over and over and over again. They don't have their own personality. They just follow whatever the hive tells them to do. You know? You can't disagree with them. If they disagree, I saw a weird fight the other day between an X-Men writer and a Marvel writer. And the funny thing is, both of those people are still on the same team, but they were ready to, like, kill each other verbally because they disagreed on one political issue. And they were ready to cannibalize each other. Because if you're a member of that group, you have to agree with every single thing they say and think, or they will literally turn on you like rabid dogs with rabies. It's kind of silly and juvenile if you think about it, but that's the thing. And then either you have to issue an apology or something, or like you're not friends anymore. And if you do issue an apology, then they still try to cancel you. But here's the cool thing, okay? With the whole cancel culture thing, the cancel culture thing is losing because one of their biggest L's was the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing. You know? That was one of their biggest things. They lost a lot of money and power when Johnny Depp won. And they haven't recovered from it. And now there are actually people... there was... I don't know if you guys read about this, but I found this very interesting. There was a bunch of men who were falsely accused of stuff that lost their job. They're actually now going back to court and suing some of these women that wrongfully accused them just because they were following the, you know, believe all women trend. Some people were actually victimized that were never victimized. They just pointed fingers at them and got them fired. I'm not saying that all women do that kind of stuff, but there was definitely some of them that took advantage of that stuff. So now some of them are, you know, getting in trouble with the law and going back to court. So it's kind of swinging back. Common sense is actually kind of, you know, revitalizing itself a little bit. It's taken almost 10 years, but, you know, that was a huge win for people with Johnny. Part of me didn't think Johnny was going to win, actually. I was like, there's no way because, you know, once you're canceled, that's it. So that was kind of incredible that he was able to survive that. I even heard something, I don't even follow a lot of anime stuff, but there are a couple anime actors that are starting their own, what do they call it? Voiceover studio with like some other people, and they've already got some really big clients from Japan lined up. And it's like those people were supposed to be out of the industry, and they're bouncing back. It's kind of cool to see that. So, you know, you can't count people out completely, you know what I mean? But I always thought cancel culture was toxic anyway, because it's like, you say you don't want to go after somebody's livelihood and destroy their lives, you just want to, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? You want to show them accountability or whatever, but why are you then doxing people and, like, showing up at their new job and preventing them from getting work once you got them out of your part? You know, once you got them fired from your job, then you went out of your way and you told other people that they could never work for them when the incident never even happened at that company. You know what I mean? So it's like, it became like a crazy beast that, like, you did something wrong and we demand that you're dead in a ditch. That's what they wanted for Johnny Depp. That's what they wanted for that Broly actor. That's what they wanted for, like, some, I forget, some video game actor or something like that. And now, after all this time, things are kind of changing a little bit. And I think that's awesome. But I think it never should have gotten to the point where it was, where just accusations could get somebody their entire life destroyed. You know? So, the court of public opinion was too crazy. Almost kind of like a cult, if you think about it. Alright, so I'm supposed to lock onto this fool. Dang it, I did the wrong button. Lock on is what again? No, I did the right one. Why did he dive? And why is Pharaoh going on when I'm not even tapping the top of the joystick there? Okay, try this one more time. R1, which he lunged for some reason. Don't lunge, Logan. I want to do this move. Okay. That's L1. R1, 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 R1. There we go. Okay, you gonna work now? Sweet! Now we can move on. Is he dead? Yeah, he's gone. Just got clawed right through the chest. I want to use an example, but I don't think... Maybe people won't care, but... If this Wolverine game was made today, I don't know what part of South America this, part of the story takes place, but there would be people on Twitter, like, very upset because they would say, why is Wolverine only killing this type of people? They would use an argument. They would basically judge the villains and the hero by their skin color. It wouldn't be like, well, I mean, it makes sense that Wolverine is killing all these people here because he's in this country right now. It'd be no different if he went somewhere else, but common sense doesn't exist to these people. They see something and they're like, that's bad because they don't want to be like, oh, well, Wolverine here is in this country that is predominantly this skin color. But they don't do that. Because they don't have common sense. They don't think. They just spout their opinions on Twitter or social media in general. But, I would get the same team involved who made this game and get them to be a consultant or something on the new Wolverine game. Which the new Wolverine game is probably going to take place in Canada or somewhere in America. I could say something really dark, but I won't. It would be really funny if the new Wolverine game took place in the South. I'm not saying it would, but, with today's culture and stuff like that, it probably could happen that way. Wolverine, like, destroying rednecks or something. I wouldn't put it past them, actually. There's going to be some weird stuff in Gotham Knights that I'm not going to talk about, but there's going to be some weird stuff. Needs a crank. Okay, so we have to find a crank. Let's go find a crank. Actually, I've been a very good boy not talking about some of the issues I have with Gotham Knights. I haven't made any videos on it. Even though I know there's a lot of weird stuff in there, I have not done it yet. Even though I want to talk about it, I haven't. But if you think about it, it does make me right the things I said was going to happen with Gotham Knights, though. With the storytelling and the narrative. I said that stuff was going to happen. People are like, no, it doesn't mean anything. Just because Tim is this way, it doesn't mean he's going to be that way in Gotham Knights. It's like, oh, yes, it does. Why do you think the game got delayed? Because they brought in a new narrative director. And that narrative person's got pronouns and blue hair, pink hair, whatever, flags everywhere. What do you think they're going to do to Tim? They yeeted Stephanie, and then they said Stephanie and Tim's relation is problematic because it's not what's currently in the comics. So Stephanie can't be included, Damian can't be included. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just smarter than everybody else. That's my problem. I don't know if I'm going to be showcasing Tim. I don't think I could keep my mouth shut. There is some cool stuff about Gotham Knights that I will tell you about. Each of the characters basically has their own storyline, so it's almost like you're getting 4 games in one. Nightwing, Batgirl, Jason Todd, Tim will all have like different story aspects as well as cutscenes. They'll interact with characters differently depending on who's there. So if you just play as Batgirl and Nightwing the whole time, they're going to have like... I don't know if they're in a relationship or if they just like each other and do the whole Batgirl Nightwing flirting thing, like the Robin Batgirl stuff. But if you were playing the game with Red Hood and Red Hood and Tim, they would talk to each other differently. If you were doing Tim and Nightwing, they would do stuff differently. And the cutscenes are actually going to be different. It's not just going to be like, oh, we're just going to swap out a character and the cutscenes are going to be a little bit different. For the most part, the cutscenes are completely different. In order to experience the full game, you're going to have to play as all 4 characters if you want. Ow. I just get tired of being right all the time with certain things. It's exhausting. But I just feel bad that people wanted Steph to show up in the game. She can't anymore because in the comics, Tim doesn't date women right now. He might again someday, and then, but whatever. Probably not, though. Which is weird, though. Can I say this? You know that DC Future State is about Tim Drake and Stephanie Brown being like in a serious relationship after she loses her eye or whatever? And that takes place in the future of the current DC universe, right? But they're just going to completely ignore their own continuity with Tim. Which is weird. But I mean, you know. It's like what Stan Lee said years ago. Stan Lee said that basically the writer is going to make whatever continuity they want. Like, they don't necessarily pay attention to the things they've done. They only pay attention to the things that they're currently working on. So that's why there's so many, like, inconsistencies with comic books, is whatever writer comes in, they get their own canvas to do whatever they want. They might respect the person who was there before them, but chances are they don't. Especially the really bad writers. Because they're the ones that they can't be respectful to, you know, what happened beforehand or even what their future is. And they haven't even gone out of their way yet to say that DC Future State is not the future of DC Comics, because the new Justice League is, you know, Jace Fox and, whatchamacallit, John and Yara and, Aquaman's daughter and all these other people. It's exactly the same people. But, and I said that was going to happen too, and people are like, no, they're not going to do that. It's like, nah, trust me, they're dumb enough to do that. And if you say anything against them, then you get people saying stuff about you online. Even when you call them out when you're right, you know, it doesn't matter. People just use buzzwords with you. But that's the core reason I haven't made really any DC stuff right now, is because it's just not worth my time. I'll probably be talking about the new DC movies, like the animated ones that were announced. Surprise, surprise, more Batman movies. And I really want to do a review of the Green Lantern movie with Jon Stewart in it. I haven't seen it yet, so please don't spoil it. I'm going to get a chance to watch it soon. So don't tell me anything. I want to go in there completely, you know... what's the word I'm looking for? I want to be surprised, because you know me, I like John. He's one of my favorite GLs, so I want to see if they really did him justice in his movie. Uh-oh. No. Ooh, I healed. Fun. I'm just gonna run away from you. Is that cool? Okay, never mind. He's not cool with that. Sometimes my bone claws look like bones, and other times they look metal. That's weird. Okay, I thought I was going to get away from that, but I didn't. Leave me alone. Come get some. Okay, nope, never mind. That was not a good idea. I think I have to attack you from behind. Well, you turned around. Please don't do that. Aha, I healed. You didn't. Sorry, did I mock you too much? Late night with K-Wing. Ow. Run away, run away! Ah! Dude! I'm amazed that my bone body hasn't, like, you know, my frail soft body. Missed! I gotta get that lunge down better. So, I think I have to get behind him and then use the lunge. Move. Too close for lunge? Well, you're mean. No, don't do it now! Too close. Okay, that's weird. Feral's going on by itself when I tap the top buttons. I guess this PS3 controller is just wicked old. It's my old Arkham one. My Batman PS3 controller. Ugh! Stab, stab, stab! Why is it not working? Is it working? Oh! I think I hurt you a little, right? Ugh! Stab, stab, stab! Overstayed my welcome, bye. Haha, I missed. Oh, that was dumb. Ow. Why are you doing that? No. Heal. Please heal. Please heal. I don't want to do this again. Haha, I'm on you again. How in the world is his bone claws going inside of molten lava? Adamantium I would get. I would understand that, but this dude is lava monster, right? Wouldn't his bones just, like, melt? Maybe? I don't know. I would believe adamantium cutting through stone, but bone, no. Oh, crushed. Why? Why? Ow. Oh, I did like a side jump! Surprise! In goes my bone claws! Ow. Yeah, sorry about the switching to feral and other stuff. This controller's like wicked old. Literally the vibrations of it is causing me to switch like camera angles or whatever it is. It's super annoying for me too, but I can't do anything about it. It's not like PS3 controllers are high in, you know, supply anymore. I'm just amazed it still works because this was my Arkham controller! And you guys know how much I played Arkham. Like between all 3 games on PS3. Wait, was there 3 games on PS3? Yeah, there was. Asylum, City, and Origins. So this is like, this thing is wicked loose! Crap. Don't throw that rock at me! You threw the rock at me. No! Stay away! Stay away! Let me heal! Let me heal! Let me heal! Heal, 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 heal! Ah, ha, ha. Not now! Don't do it now! Don't do it now! Don't do it now! Wait, 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 wait! Yeah! Stab! 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 Run! Woohoo! I'm still alive! Yeah! Nah. Woohoo! Nope. Too close, too close, too close! Ah! Take that, rock man! Oh no. Oh! Oh, there goes a couple ribs, right? Yeah? Oh, crap. Woohoo! You missed! For now! Oh! Sucker punched! Nope! Try again. Try again. Try to hit me with that rock. It was a big rock, right? Why did you not leap? Why did you not leap? Leap! Okay, maybe not now. No, 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 no! Get away, get away, get away, get away! Don't you die on me. Don't you do it, Wolverine. Don't you do it, I've come so far. Ah! No! Ugh! Just stop being mean! No, I don't think so. My gosh, what am I gonna do for tomorrow's short? Ah! No. Oh, come on! Mean. Mean rock monster. Why? So I had to wait? Fine. Don't attack him after he throws the rock. You have to wait till he charges after you and dodge! Now do it! Oh, great. Good job, Logan. Oh, come on! 20 heals later. Okay, so I'm rusty at this game. You're like a really gross version of Clayface. Uh-oh. No. Why did you not roll? Nope. Too close. Now! Just die already! Ugh! Oh, come on. Oh, got too eager. Just want this to end. I don't want to fight the rock monster anymore. Hate you. You would think putting away my claws would make me heal faster or something like that, but my claws are literally right out here, out in the open. Oh, okay, that works. Stab. Die! Oh, he's gonna rip off his head? I remember this. Whoa! He was just starting to have fun.
This is Logan. I'm at the rendezvous point, but there's no sign of Creed.
We lost communication with him a while ago, but we're still tracking him, moving down the river. Logan, this is Wraith. It looks like your brother's already armed the area with explosives. I'd hightail out of there before it blows. You heard the man, Logan. Find a way off that rock and get to the river. You don't have much time.
Move. More commandos with knives. Hi, guys. Ooh. I grinded without even knowing it. Well, I guess I just like chopping dudes up with bone hands. It is bone hands. That's my bones, yeah. Ooh. Oh, for finishing moves. Why are you doing... Stop turning feral mode on. I kind of wish I bought more PS3 controllers back in the day. All I did was just put my hand on the... Never mind. Maybe I should just keep feral mode on. No, that's like playing with detective mode the whole time. That's no fun. Come here, giant... What is that, an ape statue? Yoink. Climb. Oof. And thank you again, James, for sponsoring this stream. Having a lot of fun. I don't know if you're still awake or not, but... Bringing back happy memories. I loved reviewing this game. It was back during a time where I actually had to return the stuff I reviewed, though, which was so weird. It's like, why didn't we just get to... They go out of a lot of trouble to send you the game, and then they would expect you to fill out a form and send it back. That was weird. I think one of the first games I got to keep was like a Nintendo game. No, not a Nintendo. It was what was the name of that game? I didn't even get to keep Dante's Inferno. I had to send that back. Which, I mean, that game wasn't really good anyway. It was okay. I mean, it was, I wanted to keep this one. That's why I ended up buying it. What was one of the... I think Ubisoft was one of the first companies that actually let me keep a review copy. Like, back in the early days. It was Assassin's Creed 2. I got to keep the review copy. They were really good at that, but there were other companies that were like, nah. It wasn't until like 2000, probably 11 or 12, that game developers would actually let you keep the review copy. Before, you had to fill out a form and send it back. And if it got damaged, then your publication got in trouble. So you'd actually have to pay money to send it back in like one of those really nice envelope thingies. Stupid. I actually got chewed out by my boss like once or twice, like saying that a game got damaged on the way back. It's like, well, why are we even sending them back in the first place? It's like, they don't even send you the box. It's like, they're almost expecting you to fail. Okay, that's cool. Woohoo! So back in the day, they would send you like basically a cheap CD sleeve jacket. Do you guys know what it? You know what that is, right? So there were like these paper CD jackets, and they would have a form that came in the mail, and you would write what publication you were from. You would say when you got the game by mail, and depending on how long you took with your review, you'd have to send the mail back priority. So meaning you would have to pay for it. So what I used to do is I used to get the envelopes that had the padding inside, like the bubble stuff. Like the plastic padding or whatever. And that way I could prevent the disc from getting too damaged. But sometimes the disc would get smashed like on the way back, even if you wrote fragile on the thing. And then you get like an email getting chewed out by the company like, well, we're not going to do more review copies for you because... the disc we got back was destroyed. Oh, there goes an artery. Blah. Hey, Creed.
I didn't need the help.
I was always better at this part than you.
Yeah, the killing part?
Day's gonna come, little brother. I won't always be there to help you. Don't worry, though. You're the same as me. You just don't know it yet.
Wait, did he just lecture him on killing people when he just killed people?
What don't I know?
The tale of why the moon is lonely.
No.
They did not.
Enlighten me.
The moon had a lover, Kwekuachu, but Trickster wanted the moon for himself. So he suggested Kwekuachu come to our world and pick her some wild roses.
Never trust a guy named Trickster.
Kwekuachu found out that once you leave the spirit world, you cannot return. So now he's trapped here, doomed to howl at the moon. Forever.
Cuckoo got screwed.
Kwekuachu, the Wolverine.
Kayla, run. Don't ask why, just run.
But Logan,
Go! You.
Hey, little brother. Long time no see.
Boss fight! Ow.
Getting sloppy, Victor.
Okay, feral mode went on, sorry. Forgot that this game like jumps all over the place. Ow, 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 ow. Boom, baby. He's not supposed to take you, he's a distraction. Wrecked. Dang! Ow, ow, ow. Kaka counter! Counter back. Everybody remember in the X-Men animated series when they made Sabretooth basically like... Oh, I forget. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I remember now. Sabretooth was the dad of one of the anti-mutant... not registration people. What do they call those people? I'm sorry, but the name mutant is stupid to call the MCU X-Men movie the mutants. Mutant is a derogatory term, not just in the 90s X-Men cartoon, but Pride of the X-Men. And the X-Men comics of like, well, at least before the, you know, all new different years. It was not a very pleasant thing to call someone who was a mutant. It just shows how out of touch people are. There's nothing wrong with X-Men. Ow. That's the name of their superhero team. I almost kind of wish the brand stayed at Fox, because what else are they going to ruin? Run away! Got him! You like that, Zelda?
Logan, be careful!
Caleb, stay back!
No, they're not trying to distance themselves from the 90s and X-Men reboot movies. Unfortunately, there was a couple people who work for the MCU films, as well as another executive that said the term X-Men is problematic in this day and age. So they can't be called the X-Men.
I was always better at this part than you. Now, where'd your old lady get to?
Yep, Zelda's right here. It would make sense if they said it that way. Well, we're trying to distance ourselves from the X-Men, like Fox movies. But no. She's dead.
Please, Caleb, stay with me. You're okay. Okay.
No, Logan, she isn't.
Strike her.
I came to warn you.
You knew he was coming.
Victor's appetites were becoming too public. We had to confine him. He felt betrayed, went AWOL. Said he's coming for all of us.
So you didn't come to warn me. You came to save your own ass.
He killed Wade. You were supposed to be next.
So yeah, that's why people are, you know, making fun of the mutants thing, is because you actually had MCU executives say the term X-Men is bad. And that's why the mutants is more... I don't think they use the word PC, but they used another dumb word. Exclusive or inclusive. The term X-Men is inclusive is what they said. Or, sorry. The mutants is inclusive. X-Men is not. Which shows you that some people should just not be in charge of comic books, superheroes, because they're just have no idea. I actually thought that some YouTube channels were just kind of like, you know, full of it saying that an actual MCU executive said that, but they have the person on record, and even in a podcast they said it. And these are the same people that are in charge of the Mutants movie, so it's like, wow. That's why there are some truths to every rumor, unfortunately. Slice and dice. I'm sorry, but my bone claws were doing the same amount of damage. I have adamantium now. Yay, Berserker mode! I should be doing way more damage with my adamantium claws compared to my bone. I'm just saying. I even mentioned that in my review. Wolverine game's really cool, but the adamantium should do more damage than his bone claws did. One slice should be cutting off limbs, like, pretty easily. Because it's adamantium, it's much, much, much stronger than his bone claws. It's almost just kind of like a cosmetic difference, that's all it is. It's like, oh, remember how his claws looked like they were bone? Well, now, it's adamantium, but it's like, it's doing the same exact stuff that I did when they were bone. Should be like, super bonus, slice and dice. But nope. It's the little things I notice. Is the term mankind not a thing? It won't be in the Western world much longer. The more these crazies are in power, yeah, they'll get rid of the word mankind and switch it to humankind or something. They'll pretty much... anything with the word man in it, or woman, they're gonna axe because it's not inclusive enough. I don't know what to tell you. We live on Goofy Earth. What do you want from me? Ninja! I'm sorry, what happened to you? I diced and sliced you. See, he should be cut up in pieces. Ah, whatever. Oh yeah, society's in big trouble. It's in big trouble. Nobody can find common ground with everything. They just keep pushing for whatever, I don't know. Whatever works with their feelings or something. Oh, I should have gone with more health. What about... oops. Do they have healing option? Rage, spin claw damage. Well, I did more claw damage. Okay. Okay, yeah. Skills have changed. Thank you. I like to slice people up with my claws. Why? I don't have another skill point. Go away. I used them all. See? All used. Wait. Yeah, they're all used. I don't know. Go away. I'm in the middle of running around and slashing people. There was even somebody on Twitter the other day. They were complaining about like working an 8-hour job, how that's hard for them, and they demand to get paid for the same amount of time while only working 4 hours a day so that they have more time to themselves. It's this selfish attitude that's going to be the destruction of the world. Well, I mean, the Western world. Asia doesn't have that mindset. Asians were laughing at the person, too, because they're like, only 8 hours? Shoot, some of us work way more than that. You know? But it's like, the scary thing is, these are the people that go viral, though, when they write this stupid stuff. And they get more... I don't have a problem with people saying stuff. I have a problem when stupid people say stuff. Because then they get a platform to, like, be elevated more. And then they attract more and more stupid people, and you think that's the main line of thinking. When it's not the main line of thinking, but it is online. They get a platform to attract more stupid people, and then they make more people stupid and impressionable people stupider. Because the funny thing is, did you know that our grandparents actually worked way more harder jobs and hours than we ever did? Most of our jobs that we go to college for involve pressing a button on a computer. You know? It's like, I don't know about you, but my grandma's brother, who's been passed away for a long time, was from Portugal. You know what he did for a job when he was my age? He built roads all over the U.S. Roads and highways in incredibly dangerous conditions and hot weather. You know, all the time. Not once did that man complain. Not once did I understand what he was saying because he was from Portugal. He never learned English. As long as... the only things he could say was, hello? He could say my name. He could say we were eating dinner. Like, he'd say dinner in English. But he couldn't speak a whole sentence or communicate with people in English. He spoke in Portuguese. But he came over from Portugal, and he built roads and railroads. Worked on skyscrapers. My grandfather was in the army, and then he was a police officer for like 30 years. And he was a hot dog man. My grandma worked like in the what do they call it? She was a phone and emergency operator. So she handled like 911 calls for a very long time. They all worked like crazy jobs that I wouldn't want to work. But, you know, not even today's generation. This was a lady who was in, I think she was like some entitled lady, like 34, something like that, saying how she doesn't want responsibilities and she wants to be able to have free time and do all this other stuff, and that life isn't fun. It's like, well, no, duh. Adult life sucks. That's the whole point. Life is in cycles. Kids, when they're kids, they get to be kids mostly. You know, their time is their time because they're still growing up. You go to school, then you start to learn time management. When you become an adult, you don't have free time. You have a funny thing called responsibilities. If you get married, then you're responsible for the life of the other person. Can't be selfish and be like, oh, woe is me, I can't do this, I can't do that. Tough! That's life! You know when you get to do whatever you want again? When you retire and you're an old person. That's why they call it retirement. But like I'm saying, they give these stupid people a voice that gets, like, amplified, and then it just becomes crazy. The scariest thing for me when I was replying to that tweet is seeing all the thousands of people that agreed with that moron. And I was like, oh my gosh, society is doomed. People can't work like a normal 9-to-5 thing a daytime. You know, I mean, I can't relate. I work about 13 hours a day. I still find time to do chores and run my business and live stream and do all this other stuff. They wouldn't be able to handle one day of my job, especially when it comes to the offline part. Marketing, dealing with merchandise, working with clients, working with employees, Zoom calls, art. The amount of hours I put in, I'm not being paid what I should be, but I don't, you know, I don't demand that I get paid more. It would be nice, but I'm not going to, like, make it a demand. I'm not going to go up to YouTube and be like, hey, I should be making, like, $10,000 a month for everything I do. You know, bare minimum. But nope. YouTube's not that way anymore. Hey, YouTube, we want bonuses. Where's our sign-in bonus every year? Can't do that kind of stuff, you know? That's just common sense. The biggest problem I have with society in general is there's no common sense anymore. There's me, I want. Give me. I deserve. Nobody says thank you anymore either. I was on this YouTuber's thing. Guy's got like 3 million subs. He got a $100 super chat. Didn't even acknowledge the guy's name. He was just like, he was talking about something, and never once did he say thank you to the dude who gave the super chat. And then there are all these people just randomly giving money. They never respond to their audience. They don't care. It's like, it's expected that people are going to give them money. You know? It's kind of scary. Just expected, you know? It's like, you can just take a few seconds to say thank you. Even when I butcher people's names, I at least try to thank them. Even if I horribly say your name wrong. Because it's like, if I gave somebody money, it'd be like, oh, this dude doesn't even acknowledge that I gave him a super chat. You know? Yeah, they want the world with zero work. Ooh, Ghost.
You even blink and you're dead.
Ooh. How'd that work out for you?
Your friends use too much cologne. Activating cloak now.
Oh, you can sniff him out. Ha ha ha. Now we have to put Feral on. Oh well. I see you. Rah! Man, this game's a great stress reliever. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Anybody else want some? This guy does. My biggest fear is that just based on, you know how people are very impressionable on, you know, what people say, I'm worried that in 10 years I'm going to start to have that mentality like, you know what, I deserve this. Blah, 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 blah. Give me this. I won't care about, you know, my wife or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but there are hardly... It feels like there aren't a lot of people like me that are in this business, and it scares me. You know, they all think the same. They all do the same things. I even saw big YouTubers on there being like, yeah. It's like, you're at home, you press a button. You don't even edit your own videos. You hire somebody to do that. It takes you literally maybe 20 minutes to film a video, and then you send it off to your editor. You don't do your own stuff. You live stream, that's more work than, you know, doing your uploads, because you don't even do your uploads. Most of the people on there I saw that I responded to, because I went into a little rant. I didn't call out any YouTubers. I probably should have, but I don't like doing that kind of stuff. I like saying it nonchalant and not like saying their names. But I was pretty appalled by stuff. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But I mean, that's just how they are. They're trying to be like mini celebrities. So it's like, of course, they have to agree with everything, you know, some viral person does, because it'll look bad, and then either they'll get canceled, or, you know, they won't look like a champion of the people or whatever. But the only thing they're doing is harming themselves. What's this? Yay, health boost! I guess when it just comes down to it, I'm just too old school for this world. I don't know. My grandparents raised me right. I saw what hard work did for people. You know? Family members that couldn't speak English ended up having, you know, very long, happy lives. They worked hard. They had a great retirement. I'd say they raised good kids, good grandkids, who have similar mindset. Although my cousin is kind of like those crazy people on Twitter. They're an artist. They're literally a starving artist. They don't even care that they're homeless in New York City. As long as they can make their art, that's all they care about. And then they complain whenever we talk to them that, you know, they're not making money at their chosen career, and how dare people not buy their art. You know, I'd say their art is very good, but what makes their art better than someone else in New York City that's a starving artist? You know? She's very intelligent. She could do whatever she wants, but she'd rather be homeless and complain about stuff. You know? I try to have sympathy for her, but at the same time, it's kind of like her brother is, I wouldn't say a renowned chef in New York City, but he worked really hard. You know, he went to college, then he went to culinary. Even after he got his culinary, he didn't start as a Michelin chef. Took him 10 years to work up to that. He was a chef's assistant for 8 years. And then he finally, you know, I wouldn't say made it big. He still doesn't consider that he made it big. But he still works. And then you got his relative that I can't even count the many times that she's quit jobs or whatever, and she's only like a couple years younger than him. And her mindset is completely different. I remember my wife got her a Christmas gift once, and all she did was complain at Christmas that it wasn't the right gift. It was like, oh my gosh. It's like you just say thank you for the gift and you do what everybody else does. You return it if you don't like it when the person's not around. You don't sit there and make the person feel bad for getting you the wrong Christmas gift. It's like, seriously. I mean, who does that? I know, right? Amber was devastated. It was like, what? This wasn't even the 2020s yet. Or the 20... Yeah, this wasn't the 2020s. This was 2017. Wasn't even the 2020s yet. And already that it had that mindset that not everyone has, but a lot of people, unfortunately, have this way of thinking now. This entitlement. Me. I deserve. I went to, like, 6 years of school. I deserve, like, making $200,000 a year. But I'm not going to work all the way up to earn that. I'm not going to... I graduated. I deserve this. And the more people that do that kind of stuff, the more the world's doomed because no one's going to work. And you don't want the government to coddle you because the government's evil. That's a horrible thing. Look what happened in Venezuela. You don't want the government to be in control of every aspect of your life. You're screwed. You'll just have the illusion of freedom. Ow. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Go away. Oh, not this again. Oh, I have to get behind you. Fine. Try to attack me. There we go. I got you now. Stab, 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 stab. No. Oh. You have earned a trophy. For what? Being smacked down? Please leave me alone. I don't like you. Why are all these gross dudes like a Clayface monster? I thought I remember them having, like... I feel like I'm fighting Arkham Brutes right now. And this game was in development around the same time as Arkham Asylum. They came in around the same time, I believe. Oh! Why was everyone on the giant Titan Thug, like, bandwagon? You know what? We're going to make a superhero game. Oh, make sure you have the giant mutated thug monster. Why? Because it's 2009! Oh! Everybody has giant mutated thug monsters. It's the in, man. Haha! Take that, giant mutated thug monster thing. Naked, giant, mutated monster. Did it have protruding bones out of it? Yup. It did! It had bones! Classics. I'm gonna write a strong-worded letter if there's no giant mutated thug monsters in Insomniac's Wolverine game and be like, hey, you could at least have one of them to throw back to the original Wolverine Origins game. It's a classic. People were taught it's not all about you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were taught a word called responsibility. Responsibility at work, responsibility to your family, job responsibilities, life responsibilities, paying bills, paying your taxes. We were also told it was a good idea to do charitable donations. If you made enough during, you know, one of your paychecks, it wasn't frowned upon to, you know, give some money to the Salvation Army or the Red Cross or, like, homeless shelters.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Carol Frost, and I work for Dr. Cornelius. I think I can help you.
What's happening to me?
As an insurance policy against you escaping, Stryker had you injected with a bioenzyme. It just activated and destroyed your regeneration and feral senses. I can repair the damage, but you must meet me in my lab north of here.
Why should I trust you?
Because if you don't, you'll die.
Am I poisoned?
In this sector, evacuate to the Alkali Lake complex.
I've lost my regeneration. You've lost your feral senses. Oh, okay. I forgot about this part of the game. I should probably put my claws away. I can't put my claws away.
All military personnel are to report to this squadron.
Oh, come on, I can get through that door. Please? Cool. Use technology!
Personal log, Captain William Stryker.
Personnel were reluctant to reveal the location.
Wolverine doesn't know how to use doors.
In the end, we got what we came for. There was some collateral damage.
Let me out!
Military advisor paid the ultimate price.
You don't put Wolverine in a cage.
Also, a team member left due to combat fatigue. He'll be kept under surveillance for possible activation.
Let me out of here! I feel like I'm claustrophobic right now. Oh. I want to go in the grate. Let me go in the grate! Ugh. Unless, did I come in through the grate? Oh, I'm dumb. There we go. I lost my healing factor. I got nerfed. They patched Wolverine. See what I did there? Oh, it's funny. They patched Wolverine. I have to remember that. Haha, checkpoint reached. Blast door needs a power cell. Okay. Now comes the puzzle-solving element of Wolverine. Pushing boxes. You want to know what I want to do in my Wolverine game? Push boxes. Solve puzzles. You're going to have me do that stuff. I should be Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier is all about puzzle solving, right? Yoink. Sorry to get all soapboxy on you guys tonight. I'm just in a weird mode. I get very weird past 1 a.m. I don't have a filter anymore. Also, I believe I have a lot of like-minded viewers, so I don't attract too many crazies. But where am I going to get the other power battery? Although I got an interesting one. So, I made the mistake of checking some... what do they call that? Voice recordings on my PlayStation. So, I've been playing as Iron Giant in Multiverses, right? And I got some zingers of voice messages. In fact, one person wrote me and said, I'm a nice guy. I'm not going to say anything bad. I just want you to listen to my message. Wow. I haven't heard that many F-bombs calling me a spammer in probably 20 years. I was like, okay. So, yes, I'm definitely going to open mail that says, trust me, I'm a nice guy. I'm a big fan. I want to talk to you. It's like, wow. Thanks for ear raping me. I really, you know. And in that person's defense, how they play, they themselves are a spammer who just uses Taz's tornado over and over and over and over and over again. But because I played as Iron Giant to defeat them, I'm the spammer. Okay? That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, I have an idea. What if I push the box? Let's see if it lets me do this. I'm going to push the box right up against the door. And then we're going to have the door catch the box right in the middle of it. We're going to try that and see if the box survives. In theory, the box would get crushed like tinfoil because the amount of pressure of the door colliding would break the box, but it works apparently. Yay! Oh, I got baited pretty bad. Yep. Well, a couple years ago, I got a voice message from somebody saying they wanted to rip my head off because of something I said about... Oh, what was that? I think it was MCU related. I don't remember. I was just kind of like, wow. I was still living in Boston at the time, and the person said they lived in Plymouth, which was not far from Boston. And I was like, oh. Well, that's a little terrifying. Good thing they were too much of a coward never to do anything, but it was kind of like, huh. That was kind of scary for a second. It was like, over a comic book? It's like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't even remember anything Marvel I was doing back then, though. That's a weird thing. Might have been from Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something. Kill enemies, unaware of your presence. Crap! Well, that was not how that was supposed to go. And now oh, whoopsies! I'm gonna die. I'm not healing because I don't have my healing factor anymore. They nerfed Wolverine for reasons. Nerfing Wolverine.
Oh, so you're my guardian angel, huh?
I simply want to help. Wait, you don't understand. I want to stop the atrocities.
atrocities they're committing here. And I'm starting with you.
What's that do?
It will deactivate the bioenzyme.
All right. Do it.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
You're safe now. If you go to the biomechanics lab, I'll repair your healing ability.
Hey, Doc. This turns out to be a trap. I will hunt you down.
Then I have nothing to worry about. I brought your things.
Oh, dude, you missed the rant about San Diego Comic-Con. Sucked. I saw The Rock and the Zachary Levi trailers. They look good. But they had one job. Not to disappoint DC fans again. And what do? Even under new management, they still disappointed DC fans again. I told people that the Henry Cavill thing would break the internet, either good or bad. And I was right. All people are talking about is not The Rock, not Shazam, is the fact that Henry Cavill didn't show up at all for the DC thing. That's all anybody is talking about San Diego Comic-Con. He didn't even show up or attended, and people are talking about Henry Cavill more than they're talking about The Rock or the Marvel stuff on social media still. And that's all they're going to talk about for like the next month. What's more amazing is David Zaslow, or Zaslev, whatever you want to call him, has said that he's very disappointed in what they've done with Superman, and then he has a chance to show the fans that he's not a corporate company like Warner Media was. And what does he do? He botches it. So, I mean, it's just hilarious. So, he can't call the kettle black and then do the same thing. That just shows that he's kind of a bad CEO already. You can't blame people for not doing stuff when you yourself don't do anything. You know what I mean? That's like the very definition of hypocrisy.
Dr. Abraham Cornelius. How can you expect me to complete my work when my hands are tied by
It's funny.
regulations? I'm on the verge of a revolutionary breakthrough, and they're worried about human rights. Well, the test subjects are
Yeah, I'm going to see the Black Adam movie. It looks good.
legally they have no rights.
But I just feel bad for The Rock because, like, he still has to do the WB talking points. People brought up, did you hear how many questions he was asked about Superman? And the guy is just like, he's so cool about it. But also, he got booed several times because he says, well, I don't know who's going to play Superman. And it's like, dude. But then later, in an interview, I don't know who it was with, IGN or something, he's talking about, like, how Henry's, like, one of his best friends, and, you know, he'll always be Superman for him, and they're doing everything they can, trying to be in Henry's corner, and blah, 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 blah. Ow. Oh, that was insta-kill. Whoops. You've been captured? How is he captured? He's dead. He doesn't have a healing factor. He's toast. I don't know. I'm not going to trust these big corporations anymore. You know? The only companies that really haven't let me down are game companies. Comic books has just been kind of downhill for me for like the past, I'm trying to say like probably 8 years now. I really wish that Watch Mojo would have included me in game channels because I've been branded as a comic book channel forever. And I'm kind of getting tired of comics. I just don't... They don't appeal to me anymore. They're not made for me. They're made for weirdos. And I am not a weirdo, so I don't relate to it. I like comic books that have good storylines and heroes doing heroic things. I don't want my heroes to be picketing some type of activist flavor of the month. That's not fun story for me. I don't care. I want to see, you know, the X-Men fight Magneto or Batman solve some type of clue. I don't want Batman to sit there trying to reason with himself why he's not beating up looters in Gotham City who are criminals and justifying, well, they have insurance, so they'll be fine. It's really these people that are looting are the ones that are in trouble. It's like 5 years ago, Batman would have rushed in taken down the looters and the criminals and protected the innocent people and stopped the train. But now he's going to do a self-lecture in his head saying Gotham is so bad that we're going to let people loot and steal things because it's not really criminal anymore. I'm honest to God telling you the truth. That was in a Batman comic this year. Batman was trying to reason with himself for not stopping thieves. That's where we've come. Yeah, traditional good versus evil is what made comics exciting. And they're not going to do that anymore, so why would I support an industry like that? I can get good versus evil storylines from anime in abundance. This is the bad guy, this is the good guy. Whether it's an ice ski thing, you know, dying and being resurrected in a world that's not, which there are apparently a lot of stuff like that, but the core aspect of anime still remains unchanged. Good guy versus bad guy. American comics? No. American comics is... the bad guy is just normal people. Even the supervillains aren't as bad as normal people. You even had Lex Luthor saying things like, oh, what was it? It was in one of John Kent's books. Lex was being relatable to, you know, certain political talking points. I'm not going to say who. But, I mean, it's pretty obvious that Hollywood and comic books are run by one very strong political group right now. And the funny thing is, this is all I'm going to say. They say, well, if you have a problem with that, make your own comics. And then that group makes their own comic books. And what does the group who has the power say? Well, you're not allowed to have your way of thinking because even though you made your own studio and you're successful, you're still in the wrong because you don't have our point of view. You don't have our philosophy. You don't have our political leanings. We told you that you should make your own thing, but we're going to chastise you for making your thing we told you to make if you had a problem with our thing. The world is full of freaking hypocrites. I can't stand it. If you go and do something on your own, they label you a bad guy for doing your own thing. You know? I mean, how do people make sense of this clown world? You can't. It doesn't make sense. Does not compute. Does not compute. The big two say, make your own books. You'll be fine. They make their own books. It's so funny. It's like a bad joke. That's why I told people that, like, a lot of people are going to end up turning into the Joker because the world is basically a joke. It's just a bad comedy. But it's only that way in the West. If you go to, like, Asia or something like that, they're pretty, you know, normal. Mostly. Every society has bad things about it, but they're not as crackpot as ours. I want to say it's not going to get worse, but I think it's going to get worse. I don't know how, but I just have a feeling. Whoop. Working log. Awesome costume. Classic Wolvie. Can I break this? No. Oh, that's a girl we saved. I was like, who is that? I don't see it getting better. I'm a pessimist. You know how I would say it would get better? Is, let's say I was a popular voice actor and I made my own... I got fired for some accusation that never happened. And then I made my own voice acting studio and I got clients like anime that said, hey, we want your studio to do this voiceover because we've worked with you in the past. And this is all hypothetical, but this is how crazy the world is. So I get my own anime studio. I have like a big corporation. We'll say the people behind SAO or the people behind like Yu Yu Hakusho or something. And I voiced a character that was very popular in one of those shows. And I'm renowned and known for, you know, dubbing characters. And then I make my own studio, and I get these big contracts. And the same people that tried to get rid of me then try to get my new company shut down because they don't want me to do my job anymore. Even though I'm not working for them, and I'm not technically in their field. I'm doing my own thing, working with my own clients, making my own anime. They should just respect me and leave me alone. If that's really what their original argument was, well, we don't want you working for us. We want you to go somewhere else. And then when you try to go somewhere else, we're going to get you fired from that place. That's the problem I have. If the world was not crazy, then you could start your own thing. Like people are saying, we only have a problem because you don't share our thing. You should make your own thing and be successful at that. And then when you're successful at that, they can't say crap against you because that would be fair. But it's not about being fair. It's about power and control. You're only allowed to do this because we say you can. You're not allowed to be successful without us. In order to be successful, you have to change to be like us. That's where it gets kind of crazy. And that's where we are. So it needs to go back to, you can do your thing, they can do their thing, and you can't tell them they can't do their thing or interfere with their business. Because that's wrong. There is no right and wrong anymore. Doesn't seem to be. Aw, crap. You know what I mean? I'm at the point of view where I'm like, you know, if you don't like doing this, make your own thing, go be successful at it. I'm not going to mess with you. You know? But people don't have that mindset that are in power. That's the scary thing. And that's why we have all these crazy lawsuits now. When I was a kid, there was no such thing as, like, people doing defamation lawsuits just so they could go back to work. So they could clear their name and stuff like that. There were lots of celebrities that did crazy crap in the 90s and the 80s, but they never went to court just to continue working. I mean, that's crazy. The fact that it can even affect someone in Hollywood is insane. Because Hollywood is super corrupt. All of it. Whoa. Oh, why? Where was it supposed to go? Zelda, are you throwing up? Can you guys excuse me 1 second? This might not be good. You haven't thrown up in months. What are you doing? Just what were you eating? Hang on.
We're at code red security status. All exits have been locked down and are under military control. Weapon X is at large and considered very dangerous. Civilians are to avoid contact with him at all costs.
Let's do this.
All laboratories in this sector are to discontinue experimentation and evacuate all non-essential personnel immediately.
Okay. I don't want to tell you what she was doing. But She was doing something that she shouldn't have. I don't even know how she did it. Maybe she was watching that Stray game. Or she was eating something she shouldn't have, and I have no idea how she got in there. My guess is... You know, I have no guess. She was literally eating something Amber made that Amber's going to be furious about. And I am baffled how she did it. So I gave her a can of food, and I tried to clean up the kitchen a little bit. Oh boy. Oh well. Hopefully that can will tide her over. But I mean, I told Amber if you clean up the kitchen, she's going to do weird stuff because cats are creatures of habit. They don't like change. You know, if you have cardboard everywhere, or you have, you know, your kitchen's a little what do they call it? Not messy. There's a word for it. When you have too much stuff and you don't have room for it, they call it clutter, right? Well, there was stuff that prevented cats from climbing up to the top of the fridge where there are treats. And Zelda found a way of realizing, hey, wait a second, the stuff that's usually on the counter that I couldn't climb past is gone now. So Zelda was in the treat jar. But I don't remember how to get past this part. Did you put Zelda in her cage? No, Zelda doesn't have a cage. Why would Zelda have a cage? Someone is trying to hit on my wife. I think Amber would spurn your, or like, not go for your advances. She might actually rant at you. She doesn't like it when people hit on her. Because she's spoken for. Amber's super old-fashioned. She would give you a lecture. She doesn't like that. I'm just letting you know. You got a crush on her, that's cute, but it won't go the way you think. I have to use a shield? Ooh. Where's there a shield? I want a shield. No, I'm not playing that tape again. I don't want to. So I need to use a shield in order to get past that section, but I don't see a shield available. Yoink. This opens the door.
Attention. Additional support staff is needed.
Where are you guys seeing a riot shield? Wait. No, that's gonna shut the door, though. You gotta press a button. Oh, I understand now. Oh, dang it. So I have to position the shield so I... Oh. Wait. Where did the shield go? Isn't this where I died? Oh, you have to drag it all the way to the end! Oh... What?! You are the Batman Arkham City goat? Nah, I'd say AV was. I was just a lore guy. How long will this hour loop be? I don't know. Whoopsies. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. That was kind of funny. I'll be safe behind this bulletproof door, Did. You're good at city? Very good. Awesome. How much of Luke's ranting did I miss? I talked about a majority of topics. Sons of Gaming. Oh, come on! Do I like Legos? Yes. But I can't build them to save my life. In fact, I can't build anything in real life. I made a bookcase for Amber once and almost killed her. I was so proud of myself. I was like, look, honey, I made you a bookcase. She puts a couple things in it over the course of a half hour, and then the thing ends up falling apart, and I pushed her out of the way. And I was just like, maybe it's because the product is faulty. But no, I just can't build things. You are my convert YouTuber? What? Convert? My convert YouTuber? I don't know what that means. I don't have a cult. I hope not. Don't. Favorite YouTuber? You almost what to Amber? A bookcase. Faulty bookcase. When we were in our 20s. When we were living in our big condo in Boston. I was building her a shelf so she could display her collectibles. Her Disney collectibles. Yeah. I don't know if the bookcase would have, like, harmed her. I mean, it probably would have hurt. I pushed her out of the way anyway. Because I saw it coming down, and I was like, I probably shouldn't build things. Did you miss anything important? Nah. Let's see, there was a San Diego Comic-Con rant, X-Men 97 rant, DC Comics in general, like, you know, weirdos. I talked about all kinds of crap. I don't even know. That's the problem with late night. Late night, I don't have a filter because I don't care because it's late. I already did, you know, I wouldn't say my clown act, but I already did my entertainer thing. And this channel is more or less non-existent until Gotham Knights anyway. Great, I'm almost dead. Literally, there's people there with a gun. There's a dude there with a gun. Do you not see the dude with the gun? They make this pretty interesting when you don't have your feral powers anymore. Okay, that would have been an easy shot there. Oh, it's one of these things again. Nani? Yeah, use the shield controls. I get that. And do I have to pull the power cell out? It doesn't matter. Oh, no. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that guy lost his head. He should have got ahead of life a little bit. Losers were ahead. Come on, just stay in place, please. How do you expect me to do this one? They move really fast. Can I take out the gun? Ah! Why aren't you moving? Aren't you supposed to move? Uh-oh. I almost got shot from the sniper. I did get shot from the sniper. Can I talk about the MCU? I'm not a fan of the MCU. Why? I don't want to lose friends. I am looking forward to the Ant-Man movie and maybe Captain America and Guardians of the Galaxy. That's about it. Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America, Ant-Man, Daredevil, and whatever Secret Invasion is. Probably a Disney Plus show, I don't know. Everything else, don't care. So am I supposed to get up close to that gun, or... Oh, there's an exit over there. No more animal instincts. Nope, Farrell's gone. Did I like the new Thor movie? I haven't seen it. Amber and I haven't had time to go to the theater. You won't lose friends, just friends not keeping. I don't believe in that mindset. I believe that people are entitled to their opinion, and you shouldn't lose friends over your way of thinking. Because not every person thinks exactly the same on everything. It's impossible. We are all different, all unique. We all think differently, act differently, behave different. We have different hobbies. You can't 100% be a clone of each other. It doesn't work that way. And then you're not a person. You're, what's the word I'm looking for? A robot. So, I mean, I think I botched this somehow, didn't I? Can it turn all the way over here? Oh! My Wolverine costume! Yay! Oh, give me my Wolverine costume! I want to be Wolverine. People need to toughen up more these days. I don't know if they need to toughen up more. They need to respect people's differences. Like, you found a legendary Wolverine action figure, one of two. Man, I have to find the other one. Most importantly these days, people have to respect, I guess, how people think and, you know, respond to each other and things like that, because it seems like Facebook and Twitter is all just about people canceling each other over things that they don't agree over. They can't respect that kind of thing that another person doesn't agree with, and they can't work with them. They try to get them fired. I'll tell people a secret. People in the 80s and 90s had people they hated, but they still worked with them. They still learned to get along with a person they didn't agree with. Not everybody at work and school is supposed to be your best friend, and you're supposed to get along 24/7. But having someone who, not necessarily like a rival in a Japanese anime, but having somebody who doesn't agree with you 100% on every issue was not someone who needed to be a villain in your life. And that's what they've done. They basically turned so many of their fellow humans into Lex Luthors or Jokers on just disagreeing over one issue or maybe two issues or a TV show, a comic book. They get real nasty about it too. So, I mean, not once did I ever get into a fist fight with somebody who liked playing 3DO over Super Nintendo.
Restraints engaged. Hey! Relax. This will reactivate your healing abilities. Open the door! Oh no, they're here already. I have to go, but I'll meet you at the neurochemistry lab. Good luck, Logan.
Ow.
Phase 1 complete. Phase 2 complete. Phase 3 complete. Process terminated.
Oh!
We killed the bastard!
I can't believe it. He's dead.
Yeah!
Target is
Command,
down.
Weapon X is dead. I repeat, Weapon X is dead.
Hey, somebody take my picture.
Whoops. Wow. Oh, now that's called dark comedy. Wow. Well, I wonder if that guard got the point. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I need to lunge at people more. Yay! How in the world did you get back up? I'm in better shape than you are. Oh my gosh, wow, 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 wow. I don't... Oh, he still got up, wow. Oh. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's just, I've lost so many friends over the past, like, 10 years or whatever. People that I didn't really even consider friends, though. Because, like, they always wanted something. Like, for me, as a friend is somebody who calls you up and says, hey, how's it going? What's going on? They don't call me up and say, who did you vote for? And it's like, well, I didn't vote for Trump. It's like, okay, well, then who did you vote for? It's like, none of your business. I said, why does it matter who I voted for? And they're just like, well, I just want to make sure that you're a good person. It's like, all political candidates are evil. And they hung up on me. I was like, that's the mindset I have. The only good politician is one you can punch in the face. That's where I'm at. They all work for the same shady corporations. All bad. They're all Lex Luthor. The only difference is they tell you they're not going to do something when you vote for them, and then they do it anyway. That's why, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised in some people. It's like, you're getting upset because a political candidate lied to you and said they would never do this, and then they did that, and it's like, sucker. Come on. Pull the other one. Liars, thieves, murderers, that makes up most of our political parties. The only reason they get away with it is because they're rich. Come on. They're not good people. There's no good people in politics. They all got skeletons in their closet. Ooh. Because power corrupts. That's what it does. Oh yeah. I'm not doing very well. But yeah, getting back to the whole friend thing, like, for me with my friends, it felt like I was the one always holding friendships together, even before election years. Like, no one would just call me to hang out. They would always want something, or they would demand something randomly and call me after 6 months. I always felt like I was the one, like, organizing things and things like that. It wasn't just like, oh, you know, I just want, how are you and Amber? What's going on after the miscarriage? Nobody called us, like, when we had the miscarriage. Nobody cared. The only people who were sympathetic to us was our parents, my grandparents when they were still alive, 2 of my employees, and you, the fans. Everyone else didn't care. My so-called friends didn't care. They never brought it up. They never sent us Christmas cards. They never... no emails, no texts, no nothing. You know? I don't like people that I have to put work in the entire time of the relationship. Those to me are not friends. I would call them acquaintances or people I know. But I use the term friend very loosely. But again, I'm a pessimistic person. But I feel that if you're in a friendship, then it's a two-way street. Like, you know, you want to hang out with that person, see how they're doing. You don't just randomly call them out of the blue and then cuss them out when they don't do something you like. That's not a friend. So... I see the world for the dark place it is. Whoop. Dog tag? Dog tag! I want another costume. Show me where there's a Wolverine thingy. I don't want to wear my t-shirt the whole time. Is that dude floating? Yes, he is. Party time! Stab, 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 stab! I would whistle, but it's late. Oh, yes. Sure, you can... Aw, I did it a second ago. Yeah! There it is! Fun! Heal. Heal, heal, heal. There you go. Just gonna hang out here for a sec. Have I ever watched Gotham? Yeah, I made videos about it. Did people forget my stance on the Gotham show? I didn't like it. I liked some aspects of it, and I thought a lot of aspects of it was stupid. Just like, I like some aspects of the Titan show, but a lot of it is stupid. I'm very picky. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you know, I don't really like this, 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 and this, and this. But for the most part, the show is still watchable. It's like, I get bored, I watch something else. I've watched every single episode of Batman the Animated Series, and the Batman, and Beware the Batman, and Brave and the Bold. You know, I've invested interest into that stuff. With Gotham, I watched part of the first season. Then I came back when they introduced Jerome. I watched a lot of Jerome stuff. I thought he made a great Joker. The Jeremiah stuff was meh. He was okay. The actor was phenomenal, playing, you know, the dual Joker parts. You know, playing the two brothers or whatever. But I just couldn't get into the show. The show was just kind of okay. I made like a couple videos on it, and I was just like, eh. I will probably torch the crap out of Gotham Knights, the TV show. Like, watch like 2 episodes of it and just like, you know, be very surprised if it makes it to a season 2. Because they don't... While Warner Media is gone and Warner Discovery is kind of there, and they're a little bit more strict when it comes to the CW and some things. They're still, from what I've seen with the San Diego Comic-Con thing, they're more or less the same two-headed serpent, in a sense. I thought that things were going to change a little bit, but, you know, there are too many snakes in the industry, so it's going to be a lot harder for Warner Discovery to do a lot right away. I was under the impression, yeah, things were going to change, like, pretty quick, but no. I think it's going to be years. When they start having things happen and they start losing millions and millions and millions of dollars, then they'll step in, but they don't have a plan to replace anybody. So, I mean, I want to say that, logically thinking, if a new Discovery show didn't do well at Discovery, right, that Zaslav would be like, okay, I'm canceling this because you were over budget and you didn't do this, because that's what he did at Discovery all the time. So if the Gotham Knights show, which everybody knows is going to be terrible and everybody's going to hate, if it gets a second season, then we know that pretty much Warner Media never went away. It was just like kind of like a thing where they promoted this character who's supposed to be like this heroic CEO guy coming from New York who's going to be better than the California weirdos, but he's no different. Then that would present a problem. But I guess we'll find out. I'm just not a very patient person. I like things to, you know, start happening now because I'm kind of tired of things being the way they are. You know what I mean? But I'd say that the Gotham show that Fox did is a lot better than a lot of stuff on the CW, but I didn't really like a lot of stuff on the CW. Logan's always losing his shirt. Come on, PS3! Wait, I don't have my feral sense anymore? And how am I supposed to hit this guy? Never mind. Oh! Shotgun! Give me my thingy! At least I have my healing factor, but I have no feral senses. That's weird. I was like, why is the thing not blinking in and out? Oh. You can't move faster than me, though. Behind you. Ugh. Ouch. Okay, you know, I don't like being full of holes. Okay, never mind, I'm dead. Yeah. Logan, put a shirt on. His shirt got all Swiss cheesed. It's gone. I think that happens if you wear his other Wolverine costumes, too. Huh? What just happened? Did somebody just pay me something? Did I finally get paid by one of those companies that promised to pay me? 1 second, I'm checking something. No way. Oh. No. Oof. Man, I did those sponsored things. I still haven't been paid for them. That was like almost 3 months ago. That's super annoying. I hate being that guy that emails people and like, hey, you know that thing you said was a paid sponsorship? Well, it's been 3 or 4 months now. Where's my money? It's getting kind of ridiculous, though. This is why I miss having my PR guy. My PR guy did everything. If a company didn't pay us, like, they got us paid. But no. Slash, slash, slash. I think the reason why I get kind of TED Talky with certain games is because, like, the amount of violence in said games kind of reminds me of how dark and dreary the world is. Games with, like, lots of guns and you know, R-rated language and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me too much of some stuff. And I think that because it's like a different channel like Twitch or the O1 channel, I feel more relaxed than I do with the Let's Play channel, because right now I know there's not kids watching. So it's like I don't have to worry about being that entertainer or whatever. I can just kind of be myself. When we're doing certain games, there's a mindset that there could be an impressionable young person watching. So, you know, we got to keep it not our language PC, but try to keep our topics like not crazy or, you know, very adult themed. But when I'm like streaming like wicked early in the morning, and it's usually late at night, whether it's Monster Hunter or whatever, then I notice that it's very different than during the day or evening streams, because, I don't know, it just is. What? Sometimes those streams are the most fun, though. Because I don't usually talk about stuff too much. I keep it bottled up, or I think about it to myself. Sometimes. No, I'm talking about, like, young kids. I'm not talking about teens. I can't really say the word... I'm not really supposed to say the word kids. But, like, I'm talking about people who are under the age of, like, 16. I'm not doing very good. They are making another Wolverine game. Insomniac is. I was doing really well before, now not so much. Ouch! I like that this game doesn't pull any punches, though. Ow. Man, I wish I could see where you guys are. Now. I feel like I was close to beating it one time and then I messed up. Crap. Ow! Shotguns are mean. Mahaha, no! What skins would I want for Wolverine? Classic, Uncanny X-Men, Ultimate X-Men. I like his stealth suit. His, like, black and gray suit with the red eyes is kind of cool. Astonishing X-Men suit would be okay, I guess. Wolverine in the X-Men costume. X-Men Evolution costume would be cool. I'm trying to think what... I think that's all the really good Wolverine costumes. His X-Men Evolution costume was really good. Ow. I have no idea what I'm doing. Rah. I'm just gonna go around in a circle and hope I hit him. You want to know what this feels like? It feels like that annoying Scarecrow boss battle in Batman: The Rise of Sinzu. Like, where you can't see where the Scarecrow is. And you just have to randomly run around and punch stuff. And hope you hit somebody. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep getting pummeled. Except this is like the M-rated version of that. Did I get them all? I survived! Yay! Yay me! No, I didn't want to do that. I'm listening to my book on tape. Oh my gosh, I penned that perfectly. That's exactly right. That was like the Scarecrow boss battle in Rise of Sinzu. It totally was. Are you coming after me?
I got the feeling that if I brought up the subject...
That was actually a perfect example, because that's exactly what that was. Good job, me. Especially 4 a.m. me. How many invisible guards was there? 6 or 7? They all had shotguns too, so it was wicked annoying. See, Wolverine's supposed to have this feral ability, but they take it away from him in part of the game so that you can't be OP anymore. Does that make sense? It makes the game more challenging because you can't, like, you know, you can't find where the enemy is. So you're kind of like, you know, in trouble. I want my Wolverine skin. I don't want to find it. I just want it. Meh. Nope, I'm going the wrong way now. Let's see, how do I get out of here again? I go... The only thing I feel bad about is, like, this was James Trigg's stream, and I don't know if I ruined it by just, like, talking about all kinds of random crap. I don't know. But that's the problem with late night streams, FYI. Is I have no idea what I'm going to do. Depends on my mood. I was in a bad mood because of the Henry Cavill stuff, so... It all depends. If I got in a fight with somebody on Twitter, or... I don't think I got in a fight with anybody on Twitter. Not today. I've been pretty good. But... It might be an ADD thing, I don't know.
Oh, great.
I have to leave, but the procedure will only take a few minutes. When it's done, you can exit through that door.
Thanks for helping me, Doc.
Logan, there's a little girl locked up in this sector who needs help too. Take her with you.
Come on. I don't have time to play babysitter.
X-23?
She's scheduled for termination. You have to help her. Please, Logan. She needs you.
The tank top is ruined. Yay! Feral power's back! Stab, 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 stab. Yeah, so I mean, if one of my new ultimates is kind of ticked with how his X-Men stream came out, there was a lot of stuff that happened today. The MCU stuff, the Henry Cavill stuff, and it just kind of like veered off from there. Because I was already in a bad mood anyway. But hopefully the gameplay didn't suck too much. It might have. Blah. Nope. Of course I'm hurt. You're shooting me with bullets. What did you think was going to happen? Awesome. I did like a cool backflip thing. Well, lunge. Why aren't you lunging? Why aren't you lunging? Da-da-da. Alright, try it again. Logan wearing a sports bra. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what would happen if you know, were riddled with bullets.
Logan, we have to hurry.
I can't skip it. Okay.
Soldiers are on their way. Sit here. This machine will repair your hyper...
Oh, great.
This machine will repair what?
I have to leave, but the procedure will only take a few minutes. When it's done, you can exit through that door.
Thanks for helping me, Doc.
Logan, there's a little girl locked up in this sector who needs help too. Take her with you.
Come on, I don't have time to play babysitter.
Please, Logan. She's scheduled for termination. You have to help her.
How do you pull a woman?
She needs you.
I mean, I didn't find Amber in a way that you're thinking. Amber was a church girl. So I found her at church. I would probably, I don't know, today's stuff, probably go to a bar. Maybe try game conventions. There are a lot of cosplayers and stuff. But I mean, they don't like being objectified. And objectifying a woman takes so many different meanings these days, so my advice probably wouldn't work because that would be considered toxic advice or something. You know, I'm still in the mindset it's a good idea, especially if a girl you're interested, to hold the door for her. You don't want to have the door smack her in the face when you're on a date or something. That doesn't leave a very good impression. I mean, you got to try to put a good impression out there. Dating is basically, you're trying to find a candidate to be your wife. If you're just looking to score, then go to a brothel or something. Pay money. I don't know. If you're looking for a serious relationship, try looking for a girl like grocery stores, church, bookstores, that kind of stuff. It's always a good idea to try to date somebody who has like a similar interest to you. Otherwise, it's wicked hard. Amber and I shared music in common because I was going to be a pro drummer. And then after my car accident, everything changed, so my job prospects changed, everything changed. I fell on my side job, which was journalism. I didn't want to be a journalist. Didn't pay anything. I wanted to be a musician, which also didn't pay anything. But I was good at the musician stuff. And some idiot T-boned me. And I couldn't play drums as well anymore. So, you know, I lost my studio job and all kinds of crap. Somewhere on some other earth, I am a famous studio drummer. And I've been playing drums for about 25 years. In the industry. That'd have been nice. But nope. I got into game journalism and then eventually YouTube. And then I got seriously screwed up. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the best advice I can give you. I don't know if that's the greatest advice, but serious relationship, you want to go to a place that you can actually, you know, be surprised how many people I knew that actually met their wife at a grocery store, just bumping into them like in the frozen food section or in the vegetable aisle or whatever. I mean, you know, it just randomly happens. Sometimes there's no right way or wrong way of having it happen. I actually swore off dating when I met Amber, so Amber was my last chance before I basically left the country. Or not country, I was going to leave the state. Sick and tired of Illinois and Chicago, and I was going to move to Florida. And Amber changed everything. Like, after the first date, I called my friend who I was going to be living with, and I said, I'm not moving to Florida, so better find a roommate. I'm staying here, seeing how this plans out. And, yeah. So, I mean, I gave up. I guess I was going to work in construction in Florida. I was just done. I was going to live in a house with like 3 other guys. And after the first date, I don't know, I gave it a chance. I was like, I'm going to pursue this. That's what I did. That was one wacky dating relationship, I'll tell you that. But Amber is a very loyal woman. I've been with her for almost 20 years. Married for 16. Started dating in 2003. So next year it'll be 20 years. Good old K-Wing. Nah, crap. I have to make a YouTube short still. Dang. Blast it. I don't even have a short. Ah, you know, nope. I have a short. It's a stupid short. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's going to be the spider from Devil May Cry. I'm freaking out over a giant mutated scorpion spider monster. That'll be today's short, because it doesn't matter. I don't have time to go through and look through stuff. I'm going to finish the Weapon X level, and then I'm going to call it a stream. And then I need to get breakfast. Or is it dinner? Did I eat tonight? I did stream after stream. Did I remember to eat? Oh, right. I ate when Amber had her food eaten by the cat. That's when I ate. So that was at 7 o'clock? That was after the Stray stream, so it was like 8. No. Dude, are you going to keep hitting me with a missile launcher? Because that's not cool. Punker. I don't know if I'm a good person. I consider myself a normal person. I mean, I'm not going to go hold up a... Crap! What happened? Uh-oh. Not going to, like, rob a bank or something, or, you know, cheat on taxes, or do something, like, criminal. But I wouldn't say, like, I'm a good person. Don't break the law. Don't cheat and lie to people. All that stuff was common sense not long ago. Stealing's bad. Lying's bad. Don't do that stuff. Don't do bad stuff. That's what I do. But I guess in this day and age, that would make me a saint, but I don't feel like one. Ow. Fine. You want me to deflect this stupid thing? I thought I deflected it. You want me to do it like this? Oh. Well, that was easy. Oh. No, 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 no. Don't die from these fools. Don't do it. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Wow, that's a delayed achievement. You know how delayed that is? What? I'm so glad that achievements happen in real time now, because apparently on the PS3 they were like 30 seconds behind the actual achievement. Like as soon as I blew that dude up with the rocket, it should have said nice catch. But nah, they wait until you finish the level and they're like, hey, here's your achievement, nice catch. It's like, isn't that kind of delayed? A little bit. Whoa. What is there to eat anyway? If I eat more hamburger helper, is Amber going to be mad? Was I supposed to save her some? I can save her some. Because I'm not going to eat it tomorrow. It gets all soggy after a day. Even if it's in the fridge. Have you noticed that? If you cook certain food, it's fine in the fridge the first 12 hours, but if you have it the next day, it just tastes kind of off. So I don't understand why she was doing this thing where like, oh, I'm not going to be able to eat hamburger helper. It's like, you don't have that same pickiness that I do. It's like... I only have leftovers a day after the leftover. I don't like it like any longer than that because it gets kind of slimy and ugh. I'd rather have cereal or something.
Who are you?
I'm Logan. Who are you?
Anna.
Well, you must be the one Dr. Frost was talking about.
Dr. Carroll said she'd come for me.
Let me see what I can do, kid.
Mr. Logan.
Anna, I need you to close your eyes and don't open them until I say so, all right?
Okay, Mr. Logan.
I mean, can't she hear, like, the dicing and slicing of people?
I think it's time you punks face someone your own size.
I would think that it would be more horrific to close your eyes and hear people dying than actually see it. Because then your imagination is like, oh my gosh, how did they die? Oh, never mind. Oh. Are we doing this again? Oh yeah, we're doing this again. No! Ah. Maybe she's blocking her ears too. I mean, you could muffle it, yeah. That's true. I thought they just said her name was Anna. I might be off, but I think her name's Anna. Okay, great. Now the feral sense is going. Stop! Oh my gosh, this controller. This controller's so old. But I'm never getting rid of it because it has a bat symbol on it. It's my controller. You're making me do the entire thing over again? You suck, game. You make me do this fool up here again. Boom. Is that the best you can do? Reflect a grenade back at somebody? Yeah, but wouldn't... The whole point of the grenade is as soon as it touches something, isn't it, to explode? So in theory, if you shot a grenade at Logan, and he deflected it with his claws, wouldn't it still blow up as soon as it hit the claws? It is a serious question. I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Smoking? I don't smoke. So I'm not a person to talk to about that. I don't smoke or drink. I had alcoholics in my family. I had people that had cigarette smoking problems. Bad people. The alcoholic in our family was very bad. And then he ran into a tree and he doesn't bother people anymore. The smoker died of lung cancer. So, I mean, you know. My life is very dark.
Who are you?
I'm Logan. Who are you?
Anna.
You must be the one Dr. Frost was talking about.
Dr. Carroll said she'd come for me.
Let me see what I can do, kid.
Mr. Logan.
Anna, I need you to close your eyes. Don't open them until I say so, alright?
Okay, Mr. Logan.
It's a rocket propelled, so it's possible to deflect that. Well, I'm not going to put that theory to test, but that sounds cool. Okay, you know what? Mr. Rocket Guy needs to go away. You're a problem. You need to die. Thank you. Alright, is that everybody? We good? Okay, Anna, time to come out and play. Well, I guess that'll work. That's one way to shut it off.
I did what you said, Mr. Logan. I kept my eyes closed and never looked up.
Good job, kid. I'm proud of you. Now, why don't we get you out of here, huh?
I can help. I saw which way to go and they brought me in.
Hey, what the... What the... Did you just teleport us?
I moved us, if that's what you mean.
Think you could move us through that door?
Not right now. Moving us both makes me really tired.
No problem. Just stay here while I go to that control room and open the door.
I can get there by myself really quick.
No, wait, I can... Look out!
We have the girl, Colonel Stryker.
Who's this fool? Arkham Shield guy! With a bionic arm. Oh, now I get to a checkpoint. Okay. Charged uppercut? Ow. Impaled by a forklift. Gross. Ah, that's what you want me to do. Okay. So hold it in till the claws are nice and claw-like. That didn't do anything. I was sure that was going to rocket him into the air. Ah, there we go. Whoa! Yay! It dices, it slices. Well, I mean, the alcoholic who passed away was not a quote-unquote good person. He's very bad. So yeah, I do have dark humor. But I mean, because of that guy's lifestyle choices, I never drank alcohol. I never got drunk. Never wanted to. He was very bad to his kids, his wife, my family. And apparently, before he started drinking, he was a decent guy. I'm not saying you need to be a saint and never touch this stuff if you don't want to, but everything in moderation. Because any type of habit or, addiction can destroy your life. Gambling, drugs, cigarettes. Even gaming. Ow, ow, ow. Now I'm talking about the people who play like video games 48 hours straight, they forget to eat and they die. Which doesn't happen in this country very much, but it's still a really big thing in Korea and Japan. Mostly PC gamers, though. So, if you're not a PC gamer in Japan, you have a very long life expectancy. That's kind of dark. But it's true! Majority of the people who pass away from over gaming in Japan are PC gamers. Not console. Because PC games are longer. And it's usually like those online MOBAs. Massively multiplayer online games are the ones that can be very, I guess, life-changing for some people. They get like really into them, and then they don't differentiate between everyday life and MOBA life. And, you know, I've heard some pretty crazy stories. I guess I can share some because it's an M-rated game. But there was this guy over in Korea who was, you know, just your normal dude. And his girlfriend tried to get him to stop a raid he was doing. And he chucked a chair at her. And then when she wouldn't stop nagging her, he killed her. Because he was in the middle of something. And then he realized he did something bad later. You know, afterwards. But he didn't feel bad that he killed her. He felt bad because things didn't go well in his game. Even when he was sentenced and everything, all he could think about is how she ruined his thing. So, yeah, it's disturbing crap. That's not why I never got into MOBAs. I just think MOBAs are, like, very time-consuming. I knew a guy who played World of Warcraft so much when it first came out that he lost his job and his marriage. And he didn't care. All he cared about is that he became like #1 orc in his, what do they call it? Guild? Something like that? I think it's fine to play stuff. I just think, you know, you gotta make sure you eat. You gotta make sure that, if you have a relationship, you gotta put some effort into it. Because you don't want somebody to feel neglected in your life. That's never good. Ow. Yeah, it's another giant mutated thug monster. Yeah, yep. I heard about that story too. Didn't they go to jail or something for like child murder or something like that? They got him on neglect charges or something because the baby died. What about that one where the there was one, I think it was in the UK or something like that. There was this guy who was at the midnight release for some console, and he left his little girl like in the car the whole night, and the little girl died somehow. I think it was because it was freezing temperatures or something. And he was staying in line, and he wouldn't bring her home or something like that. And the little girl passed away because it was so cold. That kind of stuff's messed up. Ah! Get away from me, mutated freak! Stop being a clone of those weird Arkham monsters. Even with the bone showing, guy. Ow. Well, that's not good. Please don't hurt me. I can hurt you, though. Ow. Ow. Gotcha. I got all quiet there for a second. Winning. Huh? Don't riddle me with bullets. Don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna go look for my Wolverine skin. I'll be back. Is there a Wolverine skin anywhere? Oops. I lost my shirt again. Come on, green door means go. Doesn't it? Oh my gosh, what if this entire game actually takes place in Weapon X facility? I don't remember. I'm starting to think it might. Oops. Hehe. I swear there was other levels, though. Or am I getting this in the Wii version confused? Ow! Ow! Oh! Pfft. Oh my goodness. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. I'll just finish this checkpoint. The adamantium skeleton keeps the bullets from killing him? Debatable. Oh, not you again! But I beat you! Ow. Oh, now you can use electricity powers. Of course you can. Ow. Arkham Thug, Arkham Thug. Titan Thug. Woohoo! Whoopsies. No, waited too long. Ow. This is your brain. This is your brain on Titan. Any questions? Nope. Don't scratch my back. I won't stab yours. Stab, 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 stab. I'm so waiting for this video to get yellow tagged. This video was incredibly offensive. And violent. Yellow monetization. And a warning. Okay. You're dead. Put on some clothes, naked mutant. My gosh. Still can't believe. Literally gonna call the X-Men movie the Mutants. Mutant's a derogatory term. You mutant. No good mutant. Dirty mutant. We don't want your mutant kind here. Slow clap, MCU. Slow clap. Any X-Men fan would roll their eyes. You're calling the X-Men the mutants. So stupid. How did you live? Bye-bye. Ooh, a car. I mean, honestly, I lost interest with the Marvel phase. I gave them Phase 4. I was like, I'll stick around and watch some of the Phase 4 movies. But some of the Phase 4 movies were really stupid. They weren't as good as the Phase 3 movies. I actually watched more Phase 3 movies than I did Phase 4. And out of Phase 5, I'm probably only going to see, like, maybe 3. Maybe. It all depends. I want to support Sam as Captain America, but it all depends what the story is. I don't want to see a movie if, you know, Captain America is, like, has a storyline that involves people looting and plundering and doing things like that, and then trying to make some type of justification for committing crimes. I don't want to support that. I don't know if they will do that, but the Captain America show got a little preachy. Not a lot, but a little bit. I thought a lot of the miniseries was pretty good, though. Only a couple eye-rolling moments. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling. I don't think Ant-Man will be, though. I think Ant-Man will just focus on... The Ant-Man director just does stuff about Ant-Man. I mean, what can Ant-Man get overly politicized about? He's a dude that shrinks. His movies are just stupid fun. And sometimes stupid fun is good, you know? Nani? What exactly do you want me to do? Break this? I can break that. I can't break that. Well, why are you highlighting this then? If I can't break it, then I'm just supposed to go through the door, aren't I? I'm just supposed to go through the door. Okay. Being all sneaky. Hi. Hi there. Blah, blah, blah. Woohoo! Stab, stab, stab. I like to stab. Stab, stab, stab. I stab you dead. Stabby, stab, stab. Through your kidney. Ow. Don't interrupt my song! Stabs a lot. Oh! That hurt! Somebody almost ruined an anime I was watching today. Like, I almost got spoiled on an anime I didn't even get to finish. They were talking about Black Summoner Part 3, and I was like, no! Don't tell me! I'm gonna watch that during my dinner break! I was actually late to one of my streams tonight just so I could watch that anime, so somebody didn't spoil it. Oh! Stop shooting me with missiles! Jerk. Night ray gun. Ray guy. Aw, oh, dang it, I died. I was doing so well. These past 10 years have been crazy. You stay safe, dude. Stab, stab, stab. I like to stab. I hit you with my adamantium until you're dead. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. Rah! Hugh Jackman breaks into song about stabbing people. I'm the Wolverine. I like to stab you in your spleen. Here comes the Wolverine. Rah! Wolverine. I sliced your arm off clean. You lie there bleeding to death. And I have more of your friends to cut into tiny chunks. What time is it over there? Let's see. Almost 5 in the morning. Rah! Ow. Hey! Stop putting shotguns in my belly! Ugh! Cowards! Ugh! Don't do that! Oh! Ugh! Oh, aren't you Mr. Okay, alright. Where'd he go? Ouch! Ugh! Don't like you, Invisible Man! I love the rage. Break it! Break it all! I have a feeling this entire game actually takes place in here. Just like Arkham, doesn't it? I can't remember, but I thought there was more locations. I really don't want to... I'm not... Yeah, I'm not creating an San Diego Comic-Con video today. I don't want to. I suppose I have to, but I don't want to. I have enough to do. Okay. Checkpoint reached. You're dead meat, says the meat. Looks like meat's back on the menu. Some tenderloin. And Wolverine lost his shirt again. Oh my gosh. Oh, so violent. This game is B the Wolverine. I can't even see how Insomniac Games is going to be better than this. They're going to have to make a T-rated version unless they're doing R. Like, this is it. I don't even remember why this game didn't get a sequel. It's actually really well made. The only thing I would complain about it right now is it seems to all take place in the Weapon X facility. Which I don't remember that. It's really fun. Woohoo. Whoa. Hi there. Slash, slash, slash. No, it doesn't make sense to make a T-rated Wolverine game. I mean, he's got razor sharp claws that would cut through flesh like butter. And giving him a T-rated game is just ridiculous. Unless you're only destroying their weapons. Wait. Wait. No. That's not very nice. What did you think was going to happen, guy? Yeah, I think he's dead. We could double check, though. Okay. Is the, is James Trigg still here, or is he gone? James go to bed a while ago? Because, I mean, I want to finish the Weapon X stuff, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to. Because I kind of have work I got to do. You don't think James is here anymore? Did he say goodnight a while ago, or what? He said goodnight a while ago? Okay. James, roll call. You still up, buddy, or you fall asleep? You don't remember? That's okay. I think we're good. I think we'd covered a lot about this game. I'm getting a little, actually hard to string words together. James is asleep. Okay, that's cool. All right. Whatever you want to call this stream, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, San Diego Comic-Con happened, so I'm a little wiry. San Diego Comic-Con sucked this year. If somebody was to ask me which was worse, E3 or San Diego Comic-Con, I think I would actually have a hard time discerning which one was worse. Both were pretty bad. Summer Game Fest was bad. San Diego Comic-Con was bad. The Nintendo Direct was okay. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. I will have a recap for you of San Diego Comic-Con on Monday. I don't want to talk about it. I want at least a day to kind of like... what's the word I'm looking for? To not have to talk about it. So. Yeah. You started watching my Young Justice series. Spoilers, it doesn't end. We stopped it. We both did not like the game. Amber refused back in the day to record that anymore because she said the game was terrible. It was making her cry. So we did like 4 episodes of it, and then I think it never continued. She just hates the game. I already did my rant. Okay. Everybody stay safe. Wash your hands. Be good to each other. And I will see you with an O1 channel stream later this month on... there's another Ultimate Select coming. I don't remember what Wally West is having me play, though. It's an M-rated game, I know that. Oh, it's Tomb Raider. There's a Tomb Raider stream happening on the PS3. Or PS4. I don't remember which one, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Or morning. It's morning now for a lot of you. It's 5 in the morning. I gotta go make this short. Bye-byes. God bless. Happy gaming. Take care. Peace. It's already 5 in the morning. Jeez.